Yes.
Excellency, my name is Vincent Oyugi. I'm the chairman of Gig Connect International. And thank you for the good job. On the Hustler Fund, my question is, personally, I've supported widows over 10,000 on the table banking. Can the Hustler Fund be made available for the local widows back in the village? I come from Ugenya constituency and I've managed to support 10,000 widows. Unfortunately, the Hustler Fund is not accessible to them. Thank you so very much. Finally, can all these funds, Your Excellency, be consolidated? I'm a finance expert and we have so many finances within, from Youth Fund, Women Fund, Hustler Fund. Can we have a bill passed so that either we have 2 or 3, so that even the elderly like us, because I'm 40 years old, can be able to access some of these funds? Thank you so much.
Mr. Oyugi, 40 is not old. I'm told life starts at 40. I wonder, can the PS responsible for Hustler Fund, can you explain to Mr. Oyugi whether the women in the table banking space, whether they can have access to Hustler Fund?
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Make it brief.
Yes, the Hustler Fund is accessible to everybody, even those who have Mulika Mwizi. However, phone, you can still access Hustler Fund. You don't need any airtime, it's zero rated. But also, we have Hustler Fund group. When we launched, we realized that because of the digital divide, gender digital divide, so most of the women there were not accessing well. So, but right now we are engineering and we are going to come to groups. So you can mobilize them into groups, we'll be onboarding them, and then we help them now how to access the group loan. So it's there, it is accessible. Thank you.
Yes, and Mr. Oyugi, I agree with you. In fact, there was, I wanted to bring together all these funds, but we have many stakeholders and they are very protective about the different funds. But I think as we consolidate the practice and see which funds are doing well, I think we will eventually want to consolidate it into one fund. But I agree with you. I am a believer in table banking. I have seen what table banking can do, and it is the reason why we came up with a group loan. Maybe then you can liaise with my peers so that as they re-engineer, they can take into account some of your suggestions and the experiences you have from working with women under the table banking arrangement. Yes, young man from some school, I think.
Thank you, Your Excellency. My name is Simon Mugo from Kenya Medical Training College. We do appreciate we as the young people for the efforts that you have put in place to ensure that we, the young people, we get job employment once we complete our schools, and also from various skills that we are having. History has demonstrated that there is some kind of mistreatment which are happening to our own people, those who have gone abroad, and let's say, just to mention like the Arab countries. What are some of the measures that you have put in place to ensure that our people are safe outside there? Thank you, Your Excellency.
Alfred, Mutua, I'm sure you are somewhere in this. Yes, can you answer Simon? Simon says, what is it that we are doing to make sure that, is it you or is it Rosalind? Maybe you can have a go first.
What exactly, I missed the question, Your Excellency.
The question was, there are some people who are mistreated working abroad. What is government doing?
One of the challenges that we've had for a long time is the ability of Kenyans who face problems being able to connect with the government to be able to assist them. We have ensured that Kenyans that go to different countries go to countries that have signed the International Labour Organization agreements. So they are adhere to international organizations agreements. However, we have found out that our embassies overseas have not been fully equipped to really sort out problems. For example, I remember in the case of one country that I went to, people say they couldn't access any help from the labor attaché or the ambassador. So we have set up systems, including phone numbers, and we're about to set up an app for people to be able to report when they are in problems. As I think diaspora will be able to also explain, is that we have also set up safe houses so that you can actually leave your employer and go to a safe zone, which will be translating, you will be assisted to come home. Your Excellency, I'd like to clarify at this juncture that we hear many stories of people saying they went to a country, they're not allowed to come home, they can't access medical care and all those things. What usually happens is that when you go to a country to work, you go under a visa. Most of the time the visa is tied in to the employer who employs you. When you decide to move jobs and quit that job and you go work in the street or go work for somebody else who's giving you more money, your visa gets cancelled. You are out of status. That means some of these countries, your medical care is tied to the employer. You cannot seek medical treatment from a hospital. When you go to the hospital, they arrest you and they ship you back home. So Kenyans, some of them don't want to be shipped back home. So we're trying to encourage Kenyans that before you quit your job, please talk to our labor attachés. Let us go through the process of seeing how you need to move from one job to another job. Yes, Excellency.
Thank you. Rosalind, I think you have some information. Maybe you could just say something.
Right. Thank you, Excellency. And to add on to what Waziri Mutua has said, as the Ministry of Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, we've set up structures in the diaspora to ensure that Kenyans who work in the diaspora are protected. That is usually within our ministries, within our Kenya missions abroad, so the embassy or the High Commission, and we really insist that Kenyans who go to work abroad really register with us so that we know that they are there. When we've seen distress